What up, anime fans? I'm back with another video. Continue my Bleach review of Soul Society arc. This is the second part, the rescue. And this is still being a good rewatch. As I said in my previous video, I haven't rewatched this arc in a few years now. It was on Netflix. And, well, the next arc I check out is whole new territory for me. So cannot wait to check it out to celebrate the upcoming release of the Thousand Blood Year War movie. Also, it's gotta be a movie, right? And I heard it's coming to Disney Plus. So yeah. Anyway, this has a lot of twists and turns, and I try my best to remember some of the characters, but I can't remember their names. But they might appear, but I don't know if they're reoccurring or not. Anyway. So, I can't remember what happens before, but the story continues at the bridge. At the prison. Alright. Hanata only appears once, but there's only 2 times throughout this arc. Well, 3 times, actually. And the third time is his last appearance in the arc. He doesn't even appear towards the end. Seriously. He's not there for the epilogue. It's weird. Anyway. Everyone's surprised to see Yoriichi. Turns out she was actually a member of something called the what was it called again? Stealth Force? An elite group of Soul Reapers. But she went missing for 100 years. No any explanation. Why? Why'd she do that? Anyway, she knocks out Ichigo because he's too injured to fight. And gives Byakuya a charge. Give him 3 days. She's quite faster than Byakuya. Seriously. I forgot about his subverted past. Because I just thought, now I just thought he was a douche. But no, he's a funny douche. That's a pathetic douche as well. So yeah. Alright, let's leave. But Rugia's thrown back in prison. And Hanato, who's taken to prison, is taken and arrested too. For his crimes. And Gonjo as well. Anyway, Ichigo wakes up to Yoriichi. He is angry, but Yoriichi managed to calm him down with some persuasion. So, she basically tells him they have 3 days left they have a few days before the execution. And he's going to learn a special technique in 3 days. That really can stop the execution. This technique's called Bankai, a second form of the Zanpakuto. Toe. But it can only be mastered, when the captain's trying to use it, it takes them 10 years to master. Because of how powerful it is. But since there's no other way, she has to get Ichigo to learn it in 3 days. But Ichigo is willing to do it. Challenge is to battle Zangetsu and manage to overcome and tame it. So yeah, it's a long challenge. I'm not going over that. And Ichigo's absent for most of the episodes because he's training. Meanwhile, Uryu and Orihime manage to dress up as Soul Reapers, pretend to sneak around. Well, it ends up getting caught by some drunk guy. And, some guys say Orihime, but Uryu's rightfully suspicious. Because it was a trap. He managed to get one Orihime just in time. It's a trap set by one of the 13 captains of the squad. One of 13 squad captains. I forgot his name or what squad he's from. But this guy's dangerous. He's insane. So yeah. Uryu, protecting Orihime, tells the drunk guy to take Orihime away from there. He's didn't want to. He has no choice. I'll shoot for his ass. Hey, this Soul Reaper seems to know more about the Quincy's than and this guy doesn't even care for his own lieutenant. And we discover he created her. He could do whatever he wanted to her, but that's still wrong. She's a living being. She may be not exactly be human or Soul Reaper. She may be artificial creation, but she's still alive. Still a person. So that's just horrible. I'm glad got his ass kicked, but it's not the last we see of him. Anyway, and well, add fuel to the fire. We discovered the truth. Something shocking. Also, remember Uryu's backstory about the Quincy's? Not a single Soul came to help him. His dying grandfather. And discovered the reason was because of that Soul Reaper he's battling now. He murdered them, the last of the Quincy's. Sick bastard. Just saying some horrible things. It really pisses Uryu off. And Battles, and as the first Bankai Battle. We learn a bit about his father too. Uryu's dad is a doctor. He's just a dick. Doesn't want Uryu to see his grandpa because he just wants the Quincy's to die because they have no profit. I understand you need to make money, but dude, you just always get part-time jobs. So yeah. And I really liked how he gave us more emotional moments with Uryu and his grandpa. She's a natural relationship. Yeah. Also, his grandpa warned him when he put on that glove he's been wearing. When you put on that glove, your master spiritual energy increases, but it cannot be taken off. Well, if it is taken off, your power will increase. You'll die. So yeah, after a big battle, Uryu managed to beat the Soul Reaper, but Soul Reaper has one. The guy has one last trick up his sleeve. Instead of himself with his own Zalbach toe, turn him into goo. There's upside and downside. Downside is he can't attack. Upside, no one can attack him. He needed to cover his body for a few days. So definitely will not be the last we see of this bastard. And I can't wait to see him. You should have battled him someday again. And finally kill that son of a bitch. Anyway. Uryu heads off to the detention center. That is knocked out by one of the Soul Reapers. I want to see all the other characters in. Oh yeah. Also, Renji appears at the Ichigo's location, also on the train, because he broke out of prison along with two others. There's a whole incident, as I said, about Aizen's death. One of the captains is a child prodigy. I forgot his name. So they say child prodigy or something. I don't know. Hey. Yeah. He has a close relationship with one of the people that broke out, Momo. They knew each other for a few years now, before becoming Soul Reaper. I'm suspicious of Gin Imamaru. Gin does seem very suspicious. So of course you had to put your thing on him. But he's kind of a scapegoat. Well, kind of. I'll get to that a bit later. So yeah. So Toshiro, that's his name. Toshiro goes to confront Gin and they battle him. But Momo shows up to attack him instead because the letter she got from Aizen, saying that he's the one behind it. But that doesn't make any sense. So Toshiro suspected it might be a forgery. But anyway, his lieutenant comes to save him. How about? So they quit fighting for now. Momo's unconscious. So she's resting in the medical wing. And just to save Toshio puts up a barrier to keep people out to keep her safe. But that won't hold. There's a whole lot of crap going on. Everyone's waking, and Ohim is kind of there too. And well, she makes Kenpachi Zaragi, the guy who fought Ichigo. These faces, I just stick with him for a bit, so he can run into Ichigo again. And makes them out, also breaks the others out too. And now there's more, even stretch time in it. After 2 days, day 3 will be different. That's when they moved up Ukiyo's execution day to then. So now is a real time limit. So Renji, with his training, heads out. Well, but so yeah. So there's a lot of stuff and conflicts between each other. I mean, and kind of ends up with some captains battling each other. Kenpachi ends up battling 2 of the captains. They're pretty strong. And turns out one of them has the face of a wolf. Wonder how they're gonna explain that. I'm curious. He looks more humanoid, but he's also an animal? I don't get it. But they have to leave. Since Rukia's execution is going to happen the next day. Renji does his best to go rescue Rukia, but ends up battling Byakuya, ruining his bankais. Their bankais are strong. But in the end, Renji lost. And well, Byakuya kind of respected Renji for that, for his determination. So yeah. Now it's being healed at the medical ward. We also get a flashback. Gonjo. We learned about Gonjo and his sister's brother. We learned about their brother from on the whole death thing. Basically, he looked like mentioned that he looked like Ichigo. For some reason they don't mention it. Might be the dub though, I could be wrong. They just don't mention it for some reason. You know? They don't give an acknowledgement of why he looks like them. So yeah. He also lieutenant of one of the squads, with the captain being quite ill. Well, he was kinda canny. Kanai? I'm gonna say Kanai for now. Kanai literally looked like Ichigo in a bit of attitude and hairstyle and eyes. But he's mostly different. It's weird, probably a coincidence, but interesting. I mean, Rukia felt comfortable around him. And he is married, by the way. It's not love. It's more of respect and friendship in a way. There's a lot of fun moments. But we get to that fateful day. One day. Kanai's wife, Momoko, I think. Momoko, I'm just gonna say. Momoko went off on a mission to take down a hollow that's killed a lot of Soul Reapers. There's nothing to report on it. So yeah, they waited for anxiously. When she came back, she was the only one that survived. Her squad. Her entire squad's dead. And she's unconscious. So watching him sometime at night. she goes out killing a lot of other Soul Reapers. This girl, she's been controlled. Even connived about the hollow. Basically, it's not precisely controlling like you're using ability to control. No, the hollow jumps inside the body. You know. And you also get a lot of flashback of Menji, Momo, and their friends about how they met Captain Aizen. You know? That's a plot point we've discovered later on. Is the only piece. Basically, Aizen saved them from the near death of a bunch of hollows. Anyway. Kanai ultimately gets possessed by the hollow after the Zanpakuto Toe is somehow destroyed when he touches the hollow. It's heartbreaking, and Rukia had to stab him. It's a truly heartbreaking moment, but Kanai is happy that they did the right thing. That is truly heartbreaking. We learn the truth behind that. But curious to know how Gonjo got there in the first place. Like seriously, how did Gonjo get there? Was there in the first place? They don't even show him. They don't show him reacting. That's kind of a small little plot hole that was mentioned from the beginning in the previous story. Small little plot hole there. They don't even add him in. You know, reacting to Rukia, saying that because he said he saw it with his own eyes, but we never saw his perspective of what he saw. We only saw it small images, not a proper flashback. They could have done more to expand on that, you know, give us a proper flashback. I mean, how he ended up in that situation, his point of view, and you see Rukia's point of view. Surely hot shocking. Anyway. Also, hey, after those wells, skip, the execution days come. You know, Toshiro and his lieutenant head out to a special locations and discover that a certain cell place is locked. But why? And when I cut it open, no alarms. You know, Ichigo realized to save Rukia from execution. And two captains also want to rescue Rukia. And Yoichi. I had to pause for a second then. And Yoichi also shows up for the battle too. And while the two captains end up battling the number one captain.
Did you say you were coming down?
I pause again because Ichi's interrupting. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. As I said, the two captains that betrayed, the one that beat Chad earlier, and the other was the captain of tonight's captain, Kanai, I mean. They ended up battling the number one captain. That's Squad 1. The most strongest one. We don't see that battle though, we just cut to its end later on. And Yoichi has her own battle with the new stealth leader of the stealth force, who looked up to Yoichi but felt betrayed as she disappeared. But Yoichi managed to win. Truly a great moment. But then, Ichigo ends up battling Byakuya and Renji takes Rukia and Gran. Yeah, he's all healed up now. The battle is pretty epic. Even the Hollow Mask appears again, but Ichigo decides to finish it on his own terms. He also built his Bankai. His sword is smaller and he's got a coat similar to Zangetsu's in a way. And speed's increased. In the end he beats Byakuya, and Byakuya just reveals that he's just felt struggled, you know. He didn't know if he could disobey or not. He actually did struggle. He doesn't show it, but he struggled with the whole decision about Rukia. But I'll get to that plot point later. It seems like everything's over since Ichigo managed to win. Meanwhile, Toshiro, we discovered something shocking. See, Momo was lured here by Gin, and turns out Aizen is alive, but he stabbed Momo. He's a traitor. He was behind all this. He faked his death. And Toshiro tries to battle him, but gets injured. And one of the other squad captains show up with her lieutenant. Most likely squad 4. Alright, Hamato healed Renji. That's how he's there in the first place. Yeah, as I said, this is only appearance though, in the last appearance in the arc. Which is disappointing. I like that character. He was fun. He didn't bother to have an interact with Ichigo before he left. Anyway, Aizen reveals the truth. His Bakuto has the power to create hypnotic illusions. And he wants Rukia dead. And he has someone else on his side too. The blind soul reaper from earlier ends up transforming, capturing Renji and Rukia. And back at the execution site. Renji does his best to protect Rukia but gets injured. I mean, somehow he doesn't even use his... Aizen didn't use his sword when Renji tried to use his sword. He somehow got injured. Ichigo also shows up but also gets injured. They both get injured. They come right. And we reveal some shocking truth. Once Rukia is dead, he can get a special power that's inside her, sealed by Urahara. And the Gi guide that was given to Rukia was actually a defective one. Supposed to break down. Something he obviously created. That's one of the reasons why he was banished from the Soul Society. Also, when the other captains show up, the wolf guy, or box or whatever, he gets injured too. But if more captains show up, he's forced to retreat. It's truly... Not all the others injuries are treated. We get a bit of insight in Byakuya. He had a wife that looked exactly like Rukia. And, well, that's the reason why he adopted her. As part of the Kuchiki clan. But that's half true. Reason they look at he and his reason Rukia and his wife look alike. It's because they're actual siblings. So that makes Rukia his sister-in-law. Basically, she died a long time ago. That doesn't make any sense though. Does that mean Rukia's also dead? I don't get it myself. Yeah, basically, stressed too much. She left Rukia there. She abandoned her. And that's when she met Byakuya and married him. And when she was dying, she asked Byakuya to look for her sister. Yeah. Well, some of the events happened there. She regretted abandoning her too and looked all over her before she died. And well, as I said, Byakuya never showed emotion, so it's hard. But in his inside, he was struggling what to do. Obey the laws of the Soul Society or rescue his sister. And that's truly interesting. It's pathetic. I'm wondering if we see more Byakuya that can have more moments now as a guy. You know, as a character, a good guy. Funny moments. That's truly shocking. Well, that revelation. Also stole the power from Rukia without killing her. It's become more dangerous now. So now they are going to find him and stop him. Anyway, there's this more epilogue scene while everyone's recovering. Uriyama makes a close with Chad and Orihime. Weird. I don't know why Orihime didn't wear her clothes underneath. I mean, come on. She could obviously hide her shoes. Take off her shoes, but she couldn't even hide her pants. She couldn't even hide her clothes under that robe. That big bulky robe. I don't get it, because you hid his under, and that's the reason the baby got a new outfit. So there's a lot of funny moments. We have an interaction with Byakuya. Where Ichigo is funny. I know Hime kind of has a misunderstanding about Uryu, thinking he has a secret crush on Rukia. It's kind of hilarious. Anyway, Rukia comes to apologize to Gonjo and his brother, and his sister, I mean. But they already heard the soul story and, well, forgive her. And Ichigo shows up, and, well, his sister forces them to have dinner. And Rukia decides to stay in the Soul Society for now. Well, it doesn't mean judging by the end, she'll probably come back soon. She's gonna stay for quite a bit. Though. And Ichigo's accepting of that. He's not gonna argue or anything. He understands it's her choice. And she has her reasons, so. Yeah. Anyway, the gang head home, and Ichigo's made an honorary member of the Soul Society. Honorary Soiba. The gang head home. You know, Uryu's kind of stubborn. Yeah. Ends with Ichigo at his house, but. Wait, what about his body? No, they never explain that to someone. Ichigo's body. I mean, where to Mr. Like, honestly, Cone's not in his body because we got an episode during the events, during the story, before the fight continued between Byakuya and Ichigo. There's a whole incident behind that. It's a funny episode. But yeah, Cone's not in not in Ichigo's body. It wouldn't make much more sense though. Actually, I remember one time on Netflix there was this scene on that's not on the app where it's a segment with him in Ichigo's body. I mean, that wouldn't make much sense, so his family wouldn't have to worry. And that's where the arc ends. I cannot wait for the next arc, because this is my first time viewing a different story. It's going to be a whole new territory for me. But anyway. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You'll be up to date with videos that are released in the future. And I will do some more reviews tonight before going to bed, hopefully. Tonight, I'll be reviewing continue watching Tokyo Mew. I've got to review episode 11, or episode 12 comes out. Which should probably be the final episode of season 1. I'm sure we'll know. Next we've got Delicious Party Precure and Digimon Ghost Game. So, thank you guys. I'll see you all next time for another video. Your Phoenix out.